Hello, Skis. It is I, your King Ginger, your master of forced procrastination. I'm the majestic Matt Lind. It's prep school. Matthew, how are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Sunday, don't have to work tomorrow, so that's nice. Took the day off for Danny's birthday, so
Nice.
yeah,
Is doing anything special for the birthday?
we'll probably just get dinner or something.
I thought you, for a minute, I thought you were gonna go. Just probably, get crunked or whatever. I don't know. We're just gonna get blasted out of our gourds. You know how it is.
Yeah, we're just gonna fucking drink till we can't stand anymore.
Yeah, day drunk, baby.
Woo!
We're gonna drink like we're fucking 20.
Oh God, I tried. I mean, I haven't even come close to that. But when
I
I've
can't.
headed down that road, it's like, nope.
I think back to what my brother said this one time right after he got married, and we were having a conversation about his ability to have children, which was weird in itself. My brother not being someone who was A, very chatty, B, very forthcoming.
Mhm.
And I think it was like the night after we were all hanging out and having some beverages, and he put his arm around my shoulder and he said, "I'm concerned we're never going to have kids." And I was like, "Oh, this is an odd conversation for you and I to have, considering we have a pretty adversarial relationship the vast majority of our life."
Yeah.
He says, "It's not just all the weed I've smoked. It's also the fact I've drank enough whiskey to float a battleship. What happens if nothing happens?" And I was like, "Hey, man, you guys are happy. So fucking just do what you do."
Yeah.
And yeah, they got a beautiful, beautiful young man who is just like a really good amalgamation of both parents. All the best of them. So, which is wild that I don't even, how the hell did we get, oh, we got there because
Drinking.
because the drinking that would go on. I used to be able to drink like a remarkable amount of alcohol. Like college, I would easily put down a case of beer in a night, if not more.
Oh wow. I don't know if
Back,
I was ever at that level.
back in the day, Mickey's used to make a jug, a 60-ounce jug, and I would drink 3, sometimes 4 of those.
Jesus.
I could drink prodigiously.
Yeah.
But and also because I'm a pretty big dude.
I suppose.
I used to be able to drink like quite a bit of whiskey and everything else, and then a couple years ago, I was just like I slowed down, and then it's been more about 3 years ago I slowed down, and then about a year and a half ago I just stopped drinking because it was fucking up my meds so bad.
Oh well, I mean, there you go. That's
Yeah.
you
I
got
think
you got to choose, and yeah, I mean, beginning of the pandemic, we were like because we're home. What else? It's
what else we're gonna do but play Nintendo and get crunk.
so yeah, we'd have a glass of whiskey, most nights or whatever, and then eventually it's just like let's just not. Um, and yeah, I mean, so I will here and there when I'm out, but otherwise, like it was always a concern of mine. My dad was an alcoholic, and most of his brothers and sisters, I think his whole family pretty much were,
Oh,
to varying degrees. So I was always really wary of it. And then eventually I'm like, well, maybe I should just I can just try. And then I was like, okay, I think this is okay, but it's still always the back of my mind that I don't want to go down that route.
yeah, it's fair.
And I don't feel like I've got as you can see behind me here, I've got other vices, but thankfully they're not drugs or drink. All right, so what do we got going here? You're typing away.
So this is I could have taken the easy way out. And I probably should have taken the easy way out, but I didn't because I'm a glutton for punishment. So I decided, since I asked the players what they wanted as far as what job they wanted to take, and I got 3 different answers. One didn't answer at all, and one said, "I don't care." So I chose for them because I was irritated,
Sure.
and I chose the second adventure in the Chaos Scar path. Um, and that's the Den of the Slave Takers. For one, I mean, come on, it's got a picture of a one-armed gnoll on the cover of it. How often do you see that? Also involves worshippers of the king that crawls, Torog, a god who, in the midst of the Dawn War, fought a primordial and was hurt so badly after killing it, he got trapped underground in his broken and battered form. So the entirety of the Underdark is basically Torog, giving credit to Torog for this is where he madly climbed through and made holes in the Underdark to create the Underdark because he was insane, and so now he can't heal and he's just this battered, broken thing that relishes in torture. We did I believe last time we worked on doing the board.
Yes.
So I decided for them to do the Jangy Black streams where my chillin's at.
Yes.
Shaggy. So that's kind of where we are. Hey, Shaggy. So I'm coming up with the hardships for the campfire first. I'm going to leave this hobgoblin thing in from last week, because I want that to be kind of forever in the background, because I might switch some things over to the Red-Handed Doom, which is one of my favorite adventures of all time, or at least take bits and pieces from it. There's an adventure kind of thing going on in the background about these shards, these chaos shards. And there's one thing, and I've got it actually already in the potential jobs about someone needing help killing some rage drakes infected. So I'm going to say that they get harried by some weirdly infected rage drakes, but they don't end up having to do combat with them. It's kind of like being hunted by, wolves type of thing, where you can't tell how many they are, but there's enough that it could be more than you could handle. So I need a third hardship. And what I'm thinking is, the third hardship would be that in the travel, your climbing equipment is damaged, and this makes the descent into the cave system done at disadvantage. So this place that they're going to is like a sinkhole, and actually, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. There we go. It's just right here. So actually it's about the same distance as the Earthmain Keep, but it's like a sinkhole right on the King's Wall. Oh, I just lost what I was doing. So they're going to have to go down, and they kind of enter into this, and it's multi-tiered kind of levels of this area, including an even further down pit that's a mushroom forest, which is actually not at all what it seems. Yeah, it might be, Shaggy. That's very, very true. It might be a real fast descent. All right. So we've got that. So let's look at our windfalls. We need 3 windfalls. What would be some good windfalls that we could have for our intrepid crew here? It might be a little harder because there's like no road.
Yeah.
Um, so we could say that they don't have, they find a passage that prevents them from needing to go all the way up to the crossroads and then along this broken path, and they're able to just go along the King's Wall, which cuts their trip time drastically. And we'll use that as our first.
Okay.
All right. I think the second one, um, let's open up Campfire and see if they give us any inspiration here. Um, how about the rain breaks and they just get a spring in their step?
That's a nice, basic one. You can just throw that in there, and
Invigorates the PCs, who then make all dex checks at advantage. Windfall 3. I kind of like this inspiration thing. All right, we're going to use that.
all right.
The idea of finding and saving these
Reunite.
4
Yeah.
halfling children gives you all a renewed sense of purpose. Each player gains gains, I should say, not one inspiration. Okay, there we go. So that gets us where we need to be. So we don't need campfire right now. We can close that. So here we are. Bum, bum, bum. I don't want to worry about treasure preparation till the end. Not going to worry about that because they haven't fiddled it all with chaos shards yet. All right, so we get to encounter 1. The cave. It is a 3 before 2 athletics / acrobatics. You safely descend into the cave system. Scene 1. Let's see here. Is this not going to be marked well for us now? Let's see. I wonder if I can. E and F. I see an M and an H. Well, this sucks.
What? I can barely see it on my screen, but
So generally, these 4th edition maps are marked with letters to let us know what monsters we're dealing with in their write-ups. And this is a C.
okay.
That must be a C there. It just looks like an E.
Yeah, I think that's.
So we got 2 clay scouts, but I don't see an F anywhere. All right. So let's clay scouts. What can we utilize instead of clay scouts? Let's go and D&D 5E. Nimble constructs. Nimble rights. I like the idea of them being clay. But let's look at something. Let's see if we can find something a little more interesting. Crystal Golem are all automatically interesting to me. I need something also that's going to be low enough level that it's not going to completely decimate them.
Right.
So I'm also thinking very seriously about flesh golems. So crystal golem. Doesn't tell us much about. Let's D&D 5e crystal golem stat block. What's a CR? Oh no, that's a CR 13. That is way too high for a first level party. Matthew, how much do you know about CRs?
Nothing.
So a CR is the appropriate level for a monster versus a party of 4 characters. So that would mean that monster, that 13th level CR, would be good to fight 4 13th level characters. And we're dealing with some first level folks. So that would be a real bad attack.
Yeah.
We're going to go with Flesh Golem. I kind of think Flesh Golem might be more appropriate just because it can just be made of like flayed flesh. And it's a 5, but rather than 2, I can give it 1. And we can get rid of these damage immunities because it's not put together correctly. That's what we'll do. So it's not constructed correctly. And that way, these 2 clay scouts, we can just get rid of those. So this is a 4th edition adventure. So we're just kind of taking the bones of it to make what we're doing.
Okay.
Because we don't. 4th edition and 5th edition are drastically different. Okay, so they've got to climb up and go through. No, those are arrow slits, huh? Oh, there's the door. Okay. There's an arbalaster. We're going to change that. So we've got. We're going to call it Cave System 1. Arrow slits hide a group of minion The minion is also a 4th edition term. A minion is a monster that has 1 hit point. So if you hit it once and do damage, it's dead. Doesn't matter what it is. You can turn anything into a minion. So it was meant to kind of give you this epic feeling of you're just cutting through swaths of guys. And I wish they would bring it back because so I just use it. I think it's a great thing to do with PCs. It makes them feel like they're fucking amazing at every level when they're just cutting through, huge portions of bad guys. Minion cultists, varying races. I want to say up to 5. Cult isn't huge. They will fire at PCs. We're going to say that they fire attack is plus first level. So we're going to say +2 for D&D crossbow damage 1d8. We're gonna say they're shitty crossbows, so we're gonna say 1d. We're gonna say 1d4.
Nope.
+1. Because that could be a death trap.
Oh yeah,
real easily if I roll well. And first level characters are squishy supreme.
They bought them all at the dirt mall.
Yeah, I mean it's supposed to be like they're hidden, hidden away in this cave. So we got through there. There's arrow slits there. They get through. There is a pit. It looks like of rough terrain, or it's not even a pit. It just looks like rough terrain.
Yeah.
All right, so say there is between the door entrance, or between the entrance into the complex and the next deeper door, that's a really weird phrasing, there is a section of a section of rough terrain.
Is that like a rope bridge or something over it?
Over here there is. Oh, you can't see what I'm touching. That really made a whole lot of sense, Ben. So right here there's rough terrain, right? So here's arrow slits. There's a dude in here. So they had to get into here. They can't actually get up here. It's 10 feet up.
Okay.
They get through here, rough terrain. They go through here. Here's where the clay golem is. Here's where the rope bridge is. They can go down, or this is like a built-on.
Yeah, so they can either go out that door or out and looks like down.
No, this is all like the same. They don't want to fall into this area, although there is kind of sloping over here. But this is like 35 feet above this mushroom forest.
Okay.
So there's another arrow slit here. This is where the flesh golem is. We're going to make the flesh golem more interesting, in fact. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Rough terrain movement is halved unless PCs make a acrobatics check. Failure to do so allows the hand of Torog to meet them in the hallway. Okay, so we're going to say that upon reaching the double doors, There is a botched flesh golem chained to the wall. It can only move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna give it 30 feet. 30 feet before its chain runs out of slack. That keeps it in front of the doors.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't need that. We're just going to do this. Shaggy, what are you up to today? I know we're just kind of stomping away at this. So let's see. We've got the entryway in the first cave. Bum bum bum. Don't care about that. We're going to get rid of some of the. Okay, Hand of Torog. Hand of Torog is our one-armed gnoll. We're going to. Actually, let's look around. I know I have more fun stat block than that. So we're going to go to our D&D 5th edition folder. We're going to go to our DMing folder. And we're going to go to our monsters folder. Matthew, I'm going to let you be the chooser. Should we go to our Monster Manual Expanded 1, 2, 3? Should we go to our wonderful Tome of Beasts books? Tome of Horrors? What do you think? I think I even got Creature Codex up there somewhere. Yep, there it is.
I do like Tome of Horrors as a name.
Do you want the one with Cerebus or the one with a Minotaur on it?
Let's go Minotaur. Doesn't sound like a bad Sunday, Shaggy. Nice and relaxing.
Nice. That's what I'm doing. Chugging a little coffee. Let's see what we got. I love this picture too. It's like a ghost Minotaur.
Hell yeah.
Creepy. It's F. Let's see if we got any gnolls in here. Be shocked if we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, no gnolls.
Really?
Yep.
A little bit there. Wow. All right.
Third-party books. Sometimes
yeah, they know how to do the gnolls. Let's
go to Tome of Beasts.
Tome of Beasts. Yeah, Beasts. Gnolls sound more like Beasts than Horrors, I suppose.
So this is by Kobold Press, and Kobold Press makes absolutely stunning stuff. Look at that sweet Kobold boy right there.
Nice.
Man, still no gnoll.
They have one. They have a Havoc Runner gnoll.
Oh, let's go 230. Also, these books are mammoth. I have them actually in hand, and they're just. I think that might be my biggest D&D books. Are Tome of Beasts and Creature Codex.
Oh, there it goes.
Look at that glass gator.
Ooh.
That's fucking terrifying looking.
I mean, Glass Gator just sounds like a Mega Man X villain to me.
It does. Glass shark. Glass shark.
Mm-mm.
This is also cool. This Gnarljack.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, no, look at that picture. That's so good.
Oh.
All right. Oh, he's a 3. That's it. It's perfect.
Nice.
Cat print. So we're gonna go to what monsters might they meet? Notched. Flesh Golem. Minion Cultist. Hand of Torog. Nice thing is since I am just going to do this tomorrow, I'm not even going to get rid of these pages. I'm just going to keep them up. So we need a cultist stat block as well. See, these guys are a CR of 1/8.
Okay.
So you can throw just a ton of people, a ton of them at them. So they're, I mean, even though, I mean, they've got 9 hit points, but even then, I'm like, that's, to me, that they should be minions because they don't need 9 hit points. All the way down here. Bum. So we've got those things. I think this is all done. All right, we're going to move on. So this is an overlook, and this is where those cultists are going to be shooting down. It's a 10-foot wall. Oh, great. The hand will try to hold the door until they reach. How many hit points does the hand have? 58 hit points. So until he reaches 20 hit points, they reach 20 HP, then they will flee through the door and across the rope bridge. So let's look. This has got a lot of busyness going on here. We're going to move this all the way over here. Oh, that's why. For whatever reason, they don't want you to be able to see that stuff, and that's really weird.
Yeah.
What does that say? Furs. Okay. So this is less of an actual hazard, apparently, and more of like an alarm system. So.
Oh. So it looks like, according to that, there's going to be more flesh golems.
Yeah, clay scouts. They're not using cultists. They're using clay scouts right here and here.
And
I'm just use cultists instead.
Cultists instead.
Oh, there's a privy and a bolt hole.
Yeah, that's the thing further down. That to get down to the mushroom cavern.
All right, so good enough. We're done with that scene. I'll have to go back and reread it a couple times. The mushroom counter and the bridge here. So we're going to call this the rope bridge. So we're using homunculus. Let's see. Where's oh, challenge rating 0. Perfect.
Oh, there you go.
We use a swarm of homunculi. Although I hate doing that because they look so adorable.
Yes, they are cute looking. But that, you could turn that. You could just describe how cute they are, and then all of a sudden they attack.
Like the tooth fairies in Hellboy.
Yes. Shaggy, I'm just jealous that you have the Chase Thunder Rosa, because I think that one's way better than the regular one.
Do you think Thunder Rosa is going to stick around?
I mean, how long is she out for?
There's some people say she's not hurt at all.
Oh, well.
She just doesn't want to lose the belt. Man, AEW is a shit show behind the scenes.
It seems like it at the moment. Yeah.
So we're going to use some botched witherlings.
I mean, I don't know, unless the WWE is interested in her, I don't see her with why she doesn't make sense for her to go back to NWA or any of that, or the Indies. But
hasn't she already held the NWA title, or am I just?
Yes,
she has. I thought she had. Oh, I don't like when it does this. What? Oh, there we go. Well, you're not telling me shit there, huh? That's not a stat block guy.
No, it's not. What?
Well, I'm lazy, so I'm not going to grab the book that it's in. There we go. I'll just use this. All right, so we've got witherlings, we've got cultists, we've got homunculus. I think that's really more than enough. Bum, bum, bum. So we're gonna say, in the cultist room, they are in the process of creating 3 witherlings If the PCs cross the bridge in less than 3 complete rounds, they release 3 botched witherlings. If it is after 3 rounds, the witherlings are complete. Let's see again what the witherlings are going to give us here. Yeah, they're a quarter. That's it. They're a quarter. They have 11 hit points. There's only 4 PCs. Yeah, that sounds about right. The other thing is, like, I'm trying to balance for 4 PCs, which is a little different. So they'll be here, and they're trying to get that done. So we're going to say it's 5 cultists. The PCs are harried by how many? There's only 5 hit points. I'm going to keep them at 5 hit points. That seems pretty good. It's 2 for each by 8. Homunculus. Who all have the symbol of Torog carved over their bodies. Down here, there's some myconoids. So we're going to say optional encounter. If the PCs attempt to cross the gap via the mushroom forest, they encounter what were those? It was
the Myconid priest and Myconid guards.
It was like a rot priest, wasn't it?
Yes.
I could look this up in books, but I'm too lazy. I've always loved the Myconids. Let's say rot priest.
There's also the Myconid. I'm seeing it stands for Myconid sovereign.
What is the CR on that sovereign?
2.
That's perfect.
I'll drop the link in the.
No, I'll just grab it here. Thank you, though.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna. And we'll grab just 2 Myconids adult.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that art. That art is so cool.
Oh,
that's
yeah. That's I love that.
That's a shitty stat block. Like, you got to tell me what the abilities actually do. Oh, challenge rating. Those are death caps. I don't want death caps. I want just adults, guy.
Got adults here. Let me just.
Perfect. Thank you, Matthew.
Sure.
All right. A Myconid Sovereign. Ugh, I think I misspelled that. And 2 adults who are currently constructing a fungal tower. They attempt to warn off the PCs, but if they are not heeded, will enter combat. So the Myconid, like, they don't talk; they communicate via spore.
No.
And I've always really liked that. I always thought it was very evocative that, like, you have to let them in for them to speak with you. Joel played a character in another campaign I ran where he had a little Myconid friend who was just a tiny mushroom guy, because he was the only one that let him spore him. So, and the Myconid eventually sacrificed himself to save the group, but Joel kept a tiny piece of him and was regrowing him. Very, very Groot-like.
Yes. Or Prody from Legion of Superheroes.
That's another great. Okay. So we got there. I'm not going to worry about this Stone Fist Defender either. Okay. Another small beast. I don't like that either. Let's see. Animated armor. What's the stat block here? Challenge rating 4. Perfect. Inside the cultist room are 3 animated armors as well that will attack the PCs upon their entering. All right, I feel like we've got that clusterfuck done. This is a dank and poisonous place, Matthew, which makes me so fucking happy to be able to say those words. All right, so I feel like we've got monsters for almost everybody here for this next encounter. Torture, something like that.
Torturer.
Oh, I love that picture, but
That is a good picture.
Creepy as hell. No stat block.
No stat.
What would be a good? I don't want it to be too powerful, so I'm trying to think of a good, like, Fifi. You know what? Let's break down and go into Toma Beast again, because I know Toma Beast has a bunch of cool NPC classes at the very end of the book, which is 433 pages.
Wow.
This is going to take a while. The book is going to be like, we'll get to you when we get to you. I also want to say, hey, Shaggy, thanks for hanging out today.
Yeah.
Because you're the only one, man. And we need a priestess. Maybe we'll be lucky and they'll both be in the back. Okay, here we go. Villain Codex. So I don't want them to be too nasty because, I don't want to. But it's the end fight of the adventure, so it should still be kind of tough.
What challenge level are you looking for?
Well, they're level 1, so it should be around level 1. I'm okay with it being a little higher because I can dumb stuff down.
Yeah.
But I also want it to be. Let me just open a monster manual too. Because I can dumb stuff down, and generally speaking, CR is a guideline and not a rule.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we got in here. I think I'm leaning towards, if I'm going to use this, I like the Bandit Lord, but I think at level 4 that would be just a lot more than they could handle. Wonder if I've got anything else here I can. Wonder if maybe it's in. Maybe I'll have some NPC folder stuff though. Okay, let's look in a couple of these. So Cult Fanatic, we can use that for the melee. No, we can use Cultist for that. And we can use Cult Fanatic. We can get rid of that. Since they're both right there, we don't need. We'll use this for the Halfling. So I feel good about that. So we're going to take this and move it all the way here. think we're going to close this. Orc life. This is basic orconomics. I can't remember who all played in that. If that was what we did, if that was when we all were playing SmackDown together. But I had my character had a finish move called the Pork Chop Express, and I had the old John Cena music, and then we would call it "It's Basic Porkonomics." I think that might have been that. I'll have to ask James. James remembers that shit better than I do. Oh, look at that little gnomish cart shark. All right. So we need a evil aligned characters 131. Well, I do appreciate it, Shaggy.
We do, always.
Don't care about guilds that just need a stat block. This guy's a challenge rating 1, but he's very piratey. See, I like this book because it gives you the same NPC. Here he is at level 1. Here he is at level 4, level 8. So you can just like level 12, level 16. It gives you like, here's level 20. So you can drop this guy in. Also, if he's a reoccurring villain, you can just...
You've got... Yeah, that's nice.
Keep growing. This guy's a little bit more of a sneaky guy. Give me that brutal rogue. Oh, look at that creepy ass motherfucker.
Jeez. Chaotic evil halfling.
Yeah, just...
Yeah.
Not what I'm looking for yet. I like that picture a lot.
Yes, that is great.
I can't believe it's not like a just, hey, I'm a real evil, nasty torturer guy in here yet.
Yeah, that is surprising.
Oh, surgeon.
Well,
I think we're going to use Nim the Surgeon. That's great. And that way maybe Nim, I think Nim surrenders. If Nim gets down to so many hit points, I think Nim's like,
yep. Hey, I'm out. I'm not here to...
My death serves no purpose. Rope bridge. Okay, scene 3. Is the inner temple. The inner temple. Okay, so oh shit, that's the room right there. So I need to change that, huh? because that's the cultist room. On the end of round 4, three animated armors and 4 more minion cultists flood out of the inner temple to attack the PCs. We're going to change this to 2 complete rounds. They were 3.
That's hilarious, Shay. He just doesn't want to give up his winning record. It's a bit of The Simpsons there. Wins once and then retires undefeated.
It's kind of like wrestling with regret. The vacated. I vacated holding more title defenses than anyone. I'm a 25-time world champion.
I've never defended it once.
Mm-hmm. And it's just a guy in a black bodysuit, no mask, no, or just no face, anything, just vacated. All right, so the inner temple. This is a lot more straightforward than I thought it was. Bum, bum, bum. 4 will attack, and the other 4 will shake the bridge. It's a little more interesting. All right. So, God, that's a small room. 20 by max 20 by 15.
Yeah, that is. I guess if it's just there.
Oh God. So the roof is the ceiling's low, so you have to stoop or crawl because that's what Torog would want.
Hey, Mitch.
Mitch. Oh man, I do like that idea if somebody had that. This is a 20. We're gonna just make it 20 by 15. With a 5, we'll say 4-foot ceiling, causing any creatures above small to need to stoop. This means all of their attacks have a. We're going to make them roll percentages of being done at this. There are also random. It's stalactites that are coming from the ceiling, correct?
Tights, yes.
In the roof ceiling that have been sharpened. So each round, the PCs need to make a Dex saving throw of 10 to avoid 1 point of damage. Oh, this room could be fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So we're going to not put any botched witherlings in here. We're just going to have the scalpel, the priestess, and some minion cultists. This room's already nasty enough. Oh God, there's smoke too. In addition, there is a wafting smoke coming from what are those sepulchers? I don't want to put a brazier in there because braziers are too big.
I think braziers can be different sizes, but
no, it's not a sepulcher.
Yeah.
One is just small. I'm trying to think of those things that priests swing.
Oh, that's a sensor.
Sensor. But it's spelled like CENSOR, some shit like that.
It is CNSER. Yep.
Just burning fat from people that have been taken by the cult.
Well, and I do see here somebody has created stats for one if he uses a weapon. So.
Oh, that's kind of awesome. So there's a song by Clutch called "The Guild of Mute Assassins" that talks about the swinging of their censors, the silence of their members, the Guild of Mute Assassins. It's a fucking great song. I do like me some Clutch though, so I'm very, very biased that way. So censors.
Yeah, Mitch Falcon, I do like that whole idea. That would be a great thing for an encounter. That was one of my favorite things from Dan Slott's She-Hulk run was the big house.
Yes.
Instead of putting all the the supervillains into a normal prison, they shrank them down and basically had them in a storage room.
I love the idea for the 42 prison as well, but
yes.
It was attached to Civil War, which I thought was fucking awful. I want to use the big house in our supervillain game.
Well, there's something great about, okay, they escape, but they're still tiny size. So you've got a superhero fighting like a pack of, 4-inch tall Mr. Hydes and Tiger Sharks and whatever.
They used that on Earth's Mightiest Heroes as well.
Yes, I think they did. It's a great idea.
I love that cartoon. That cartoon is
that's so good.
Favorite Marvel cartoon, period. Oh my god, even the floor is fucked up. I'm not gonna. There's enough nastiness in this room. This room, I mean, this is a fucking murder maze of a room here. It's like, hey, the rest of this entire little encounter thing's pretty easy, but you get to the final room and it's like, fuck you, players. So we're gonna say that Nim all the way over here. Two human captives are already dead and being flayed for flesh golem parts. Two of the halfling children are in the process of being sacrificed, and the other two are locked in a cage in the corner. Organa, the halfling priestess of Torog, will fight until she reaches less than, I believe she has not a ton of hit points, but enough. 33, so we'll say she fights until she reaches less than 15 HP and then flees. Her assistant, which I believe we said was Nim the Surgeon. I'm so happy we found that.
Yeah.
Nim Surgeon. I always find it depends on the writer and the characters. When I look back, how much I enjoy those comics.
There's some good stuff there, and
There's some really
that's. I
hidden
mean, that's
gems.
true of any era. You just gotta, But the mainstream, it seemed a little more dire. We're gonna, let's not forget that's the peak of noir and all that garbage.
So this person only has fucking 9 hit points. So I'm going to say they will take any damage. They'll surrender right afterwards. So basically, I'm making them a 2-hit monster. So that way, if they take damage, the PCs have the option to either follow through and murder, which is a straight murder, or
Right.
they could be like, you're going to be tried for your crimes type of thing.
Yeah, we'll bring you back into town and let the people punish you.
I would like this Nim the Surgeon to possibly be a reoccurring issue. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. So I think Morgana makes a bolt for it. Upon fleeing, she uses a bonus action to throw a blinding bomb. Mitch, this stream is whatever we want it to be. We don't give a shit. Yeah, I do agree with that. But as a long-term reader, I have grown to appreciate that writing for the trade. I did read a collection of what was a Marvel event where they attacked Asgard in Oklahoma. Was that Siege?
Siege, yeah.
It was mainly like the Sentry parts, but it had like a big thing with Marvel Boy becoming the Protector, which I hate that name with a
Oh yeah, and
burning passion.
he's back to being Marvel Boy now. So
But I love the idea of him finally communicating with the Supreme Intelligence and it being like, you are taking Marvel's place. This is the mission being assigned to you. And him having this kind of existential crisis of like, what does humanity want? Like, why am I here? Like, yeah, I mean, hey, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Brian Michael Bendis is a great, I'm an ideas man, Michael. Remember Fuck Mountain? That is Brian Michael Bendis. He's great at ideas. He's terrible at follow through. Every one of his ideas at Marvel was gold, and every time they fell far short of what they should have been.
Well, and I think some of that was also I don't know how much of it was him, how much of it was editorial, but there was that unwillingness to really change the status quo for very long. Like, I thought the 50 States Initiative was a great idea.
I loved it.
They didn't stick with it. That should be the norm today, but they didn't want to stick with it. So, because there was so much potential there. But anyway, so yeah, Marvel Boy was most recently part of the Guardians of the Galaxy and had started a relationship with Hercules. So
I love that. That's awesome.
Al Ewing,
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, I was reading some of his Legion stuff at DC more recently, and I was enjoying it, but I just I haven't kept up with it, and it turned into a lot of miniseries and tie-ins and stuff. So I have no idea how to it's hard to follow. But so yeah.
I love the Legion. Bendis writing the Legion gives me nothing.
It's been fine. I mean, what I read of it anyway. The I'm trying to remember who was on there before him that I really liked. But anyway. We got a lot of good artists in there and stuff, and there was some interesting ideas like, oh yeah, here's the Dr. Fate of the 30th century.
See, I like that stuff, but it's just like I don't trust Bendis to do anything of value with it.
That's fair. And I haven't heard much about it one way or the other, so it's just kind of out there existing. And yes, Mitch is absolutely right in that it's all going to get undone.
I don't mind that. I really wish there was a thing with the Legion where they were constantly dealing with the fact that the current century was fucking their time stream up. I think that's a brilliant thing where it could just be like they're so used to time fluxes, but only the Legion are aware of them.
Oh, okay.
But they never do anything like that.
No, they don't. They don't.
What were the Witherlings again as far as they're only 1/4? Okay, we're going to get wild up here at the top. We're going to buck wild.
Ooh.
Where 10 minion Witherlings await. So she gets to the top of the stairs. So she's going to throw her smoke bomb. She's going to retreat up these stairs. There's going to be a huge eruption of Witherlings. She's going to try to make it to this bolt hole and her escape sled. Hey, I like Witherlings. I think they're great bad guys. They're great fodder. Morgana will continue to toss spells as she attempts to get to her escape sled. Flash Gordon flying blind on a rocket sled. Um, oh, ooh. Um, Witherlings made from the remains of the cult's victims.
Nice.
So some of them were like halfling sized. Did I spell that right? Nim the surgeon. You watch that oh, Mitch. Did you watch that video I sent to the group that was the young lady who remade the opening to The Prisoner with the lawnmower, with the riding lawnmower?
Oh no, I haven't watched that yet.
Oh, it's so good. It is literally shot for shot, but it's just like done like in with just like basic shit. It's so good. And then Organa, priestess of Torog, and she uses the cult fanatic stat block. And of course, we have the Myconid adult as a maybe, and the Myconid sovereign.
Actually, Mitch, now you've got me thinking because you could do a series with all of the Legion members that have fallen out of reality, like teaming up in limbo.
It's like that. It's like that Doctor 13
Yeah.
mini, which
Yes.
was
Oh yeah, that was great.
so good. Um, cult. To be victims, I guess. Kidnapped halflings. Halfling children's.
Mm.
That's for me. Secrets. Okay. Fantastic locations. Um, well, if the Temple of Torog for one. The Mushroom Forest, which immediately makes me think of Mario. Which is also probably because I've got the Advantage playing on my Spotify list, but they're playing the Zelda Forest music,
Ah.
which also makes me heavily think of. And this would be depends on the campfire results
Yes.
and depends on whether they kill him, the surgeon. There are also a few rooms to explore in this area, including a escape tunnel. Her escape tunnel has a spear trap. Perception DC 10. If successful, they surmise it is a decoy. Strange garden room that is lit by 3 sun rods. A sizable treasure area. Oh, I wonder if, okay, does 5th edition.
I'm actually going to be right back.
Oh, go ahead. I do too. I think the Legion has some of the more interesting character designs and more fun characters. We're going to use coin beetles, of which majority are actually coin beetles, are actually a coin beetle swarm.
Yeah.
So they can get the sun rods times 3 exotic plants. GT. They can get formula for blinding bombs.
Nice.
Formula for Greenbane. Ooh. Crap. Once slash if the sensors are destroyed, the myconids finish their tower, and a large party of adult myconids led by their sovereign flood into the cult complex, killing every non myconid. Because the only thing keeping them from doing that is the green bane that's being burned in these sensors.
That's good.
Burning fat and green bane. There is a large myconid colony that has become hostile due to their interactions with the cult of Torag. Okay. I think that's all right. What else? Secrets and clues. Organa's journal speaks of her cult's feud with a cult of, oh, what is that damn snake god called? Endar the Night Serpent. Oh, I can't remember what that language. D&D 5e languages. Deep speech. Or yeah, we'll say undercommon. Where it's gonna be script, deep speech, and undercommon. This would require time to decipher. However, due to its nature, there is also the possibility of the reader going mad and becoming a thrall to Torog. Hope that just propagates itself through a book.
Yeah. I mean, mind virus.
I agree with that. I think the Legion lends itself to that better than any other of their properties, even better than Teen Titans.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
they've destroyed the Teen Titans pretty much.
I haven't kept up with it at all, but I think the last series I read was maybe the John's Titan series, and then when that he left, I dropped that title not too long after. But I haven't really tried it since. I read a lot less DC than I used to.
Oh shit! Where was the? Oh, I almost forgot. Organa is also carrying a 20-pound rock that is full of glowing shards, chaos shards, chained to her back. PCs would not be able to discern what these shards are or do, but can easily tell they are arcane in nature. And subsequently would fetch coin back in Restwell. Forgot, like, one of the things about her is this whole time she's got this big thing chained to her back that also causes her to stoop even lower. I think we're done.
Yeah, it seems like you got your structure.
Oh, we got to do this first part. Oh, you know what? We're not going to do that. I think we are done.
Nice.
All I have left to do today is to find some type of art and do some type of voiceover.
That's good progress.
Yeah. Well, we did it, guys.
We sure did. And yeah, I was going to say I'm going to have to dip shortly anyway, but
We did. Hey, guys, we did it.
hooray.
Hooray for us. Yeah, I mean, not bad when all things are considered.
No, not at all.
I hope going forward it won't be quite this difficult, but of course, it all depends on the groups and
Can't necessarily control people.
no, I mean, it happens. It's just slightly
Well, yeah, it's annoying. It's a bummer. Absolutely.
yeah. Anyway, Matt, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at HypnoHustlin. You can find me on Instagram, HypnoHustlers_customs, where I will be taking some pictures, hopefully today or tomorrow, of some stuff. Weeks in some cases. Just haven't gotten around to yet. Yeah, that's where I'm at every Tuesday, Tiny Man Tuesdays, most Sundays here on Prep School. And yeah, probably doing more games with the KWU crew in the future.
What do we got next week? Do you remember? Is next week's G.I. Joe prep?
Is it already? It might be. She.
Let me. I need to know.
It is. It is. That's what was on the calendar.
Oh, Yo Joe next week.
I agreed to it. We'll see. It's gonna be a real free form, I'm guessing. But I'll give that book a glance here and see what I'm thinking and try and come up with something here.
I will also give the book a little bit of a looky loo. You know what? I don't have that book.
That's true.
I don't even think I have a digital copy of it.
Oh.
Um,
Well, we'll see what I can find for you.
But yeah, we'll
Yeah, we'll keep it loose. We'll keep it loose.
that's all we can do. That's all we ever do, baby. Keep it loose.
Woo.
I too am, I believe, on Tiny
Yes,
Ming
it is
this
a tiny
week.
big week for you, unless Dave has other thoughts, but I don't think he does. So
I know he's got a Mo2 roundtable coming up.
yes,
I don't think I'm going to do that.
I've been.
There's like
Yeah.
20 people invited. And I just can't do that. Although it would be cool because Pixel Dan's on it. So
Yeah.
and I do loves me some Pixel Dan. And I would be intrigued to discuss Motu with those folks, but last time it was just it's too many people for me, man. It's too many talking heads. I know Dave loves that, just
yeah.
a ton of people chatting, but I can't do it. I just can't. And then tomorrow night, Chaos Scar. Got an interesting crew. We only have 4 though because we lost a player last minute. And then Tuesday, Tiny Ming. I don't know when we're scheduled to finish Star Wars.
I don't think we're scheduled yet.
And then next Friday, Bad at Games. We're heading towards Spoopy Month. We do some spoopy stuff. I know we have our Sexy Binks Appreciation Day coming up too, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
When is that, Matt?
I say it was the 6th of October.
Yep, the 6th of October. We need to start the chat Triumvirate of Triumph Appreciation Night. Send your ideas for that, you beautiful, beautiful, sexy binks, because it's going to get here sooner rather than later.
Not too far off.
And then next Sunday, prep school. You heard it here. G.I. Joe, baby. Hey, Matt, are you making Shiv this week? Neb Shapiro needs to know.
Maybe. I still need to just order the damn comic. I should see if it's available.
Mitch is everywhere. Mitch is all things. All hail Mitch, your chat overlord. So yes, Shaggy the 6th it is. Otherwise, thank you guys. Matt's off to do some sweet birthday celebrating, and I have to record a voiceover and figure out some art. So until tomorrow night for Chaos Scar, we bid you adieu.
Thanks
Bye.
so much.